Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to tell you about the alpha male. Now, the alpha male is a guy that all the girls are attracted to, the one with the personality that the other guys wish they had and the person they try to emulate. With these points, you will know whether or not you have any of the attributes of the alpha male. You do not have to have all the attributes I'll be listing, but you need to have at least 11 out of the 14 in order to qualify. And number 12, 13, and 14 are critical. If any of these three are not attributes that you have, then no matter which of the others you have, you are not an alpha male. Can't miss any of these three. These are critical. So let us begin. 1. He is never easily persuaded to conform to any concept, any trend, any principle, or other value system from anywhere. He takes time to think carefully about what is being put to him and ensure that it makes total sense before buying into any idea. In other words, he is not easily led. That's 1. 2. He does not respect authority just because it is there. He respects it when it is achieving the aims and objectives that it has been set up to accomplish. 3. He sees no man as being above him in status, and nobody gets his respect automatically. No manager, no CEO, nor in the military, no lieutenant colonel or general, no prime minister, no president. He respects men based on their performance and the history of their accomplishments. He is never impressed by semantics, histrionics, or braggadocio. For him, substance is everything. 4. By nature, alpha males are pragmatists. That is, they will only accept that something works if it has been known to work and has been shown to work. He will not put his trust in spur of the moment ideas or flights of fancy. His feet are firmly planted in reality. He is not easily swayed by any persuasion that is not backed up by substance. 5. He has very few friends. He is a loner. But don't get it twisted, he is not a recluse. He mixes easily in a crowd and can interact with others quite amicably as part of a group. For example, if he is interacting as part of a work team or sports team or so. However, as soon as he leaves the workplace or the sports ground, he chooses to be on his own. He will never accompany his co-workers, employees, or sports team members to any after-event functions unless it is part of an effort to further a specific goal or series of goals that he is persuading. 6. He does not run with a pack. Unless he is leading that pack, he does not need company. He's never a part of a crew or a gang or a posse. Why? Because he does not seek approval or validation from any social group. He already knows what he's worth and feels no need to hear it from others who are definitely not in his league. I mean, if you have to seek either safety, refuge, or approval from a crew, then you are definitely not up to his level. You're not an alpha male. 7. He does not follow trends. He chooses a style of dressing that appeals to him, not his peers. Usually, he has a very conservative look. More often than not, he can tie a tie in several different knots and feels extremely comfortable in a suit. He never feels he has to follow any trend whatsoever to gain acceptance from anyone. He sets the trend. And if others choose not to emulate him, then it is their problem, not his. The bottom line is, he dances to the beat of his own drum. 8. His appearance. An alpha male is easily recognizable because he has a certain look. Have you ever seen a picture of Mufasa in the movie Lion King? Look at just how majestic Mustafa looks. He is not only who he is, he also looks the part. He gives off an aura that says, I'm in charge of my kingdom. Likewise, whenever the alpha male is wearing a business suit or a plain t-shirt and jeans, an alpha male always has a commanding appearance. You see, being alpha is not a status that you put on or take off. It is who you are. And he exudes that aura accordingly from every pore of his body. Naturally, this reflects in his appearance. He is always neat and tidy, even when wearing casual clothes. Because you see, his thoughts and ideas are organized, and so is his appearance. Whatever is inside of you normally manifests itself outside of you. Therefore, an alpha male rarely wears loose-fitting clothes that makes him look disheveled or frumpy or like a banger or other waste man. His appearance reflects everything that he is on the inside. So does the appearance of everybody else. How you appear is part of who you are. For example, he never slumps. His back is always straight, his chest out. Even when he's sitting, he sits up. He never slouches. Also, he often walks in a straight line and with a stiff, brisk, military bearing, almost as if he's marching, most of the time. 9. His hobbies and interests. In terms of sports, he's more likely to participate in sports that give him full control of his own body, such as bodybuilding, gymnastics, boxing, karate, judo, or any other form of unarmed combat system. Or he will be involved in combative sports like American football or rugby. He would choose these over those that give him control of an object like a bat or a ball. However, if he is involved in sports as a career, it could be anything. Point to note though, it is highly unlikely that you will find an alpha male involved in so-called sports like golf or snooker. Which are really, strictly speaking, not even sports. 10. He rarely, if ever, have any dirty habits like drinking, smoking, gambling, or drug use. Introducing anything into his body that would act as a hallucinogen is an absolute no-no for the alpha male. The alpha male likes to be 100% in charge of his faculty at all times, being in control of his mind, his body, and his soul 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It is his full-time commitment to himself. Therefore, he cannot lose control of his own proclivities. Because if he cannot control his own proclivities, then how will he be able to take control of others? Furthermore, he knows that his body is his temple and the treasures of his temple, and will never desecrate the temple in which he dwells. 11. As a protector. For him, the purpose of the strong is to protect the weak. Therefore, he will always come out in defense of those who cannot defend themselves. It is a principle that is innate in his character. It is just a part of his personality. It is how he lives because it is who he is. 12. His partner. An alpha male is only attracted to very feminine females. Just as he has no trace of femininity in his being, He can only be in harmony with someone who obviously has no trace of masculinity in her system either. It is his way of ensuring that there is harmony and cohesiveness in his home. Some people might say that this is a sign of weakness because how can he claim to be an alpha male if he cannot handle a strong woman? Right? But here's the thing. Because the question then would be, what is a strong woman? Is it that a strong woman is one who has masculine traits? And that the greater the masculine aspect of her personality that stands out, the stronger she is? Because if so, then by that same train of logic, then the more effeminate a man is, then the more of an alpha male he is. Does that make sense? No, it does not. I could go further into this specific point, but it would be a complete dissertation by itself and would become a standalone video right here. Therefore, I rest my case. A man cannot have feminine features and be a real man. A woman cannot have masculine features and be a real woman. Simple. Man, woman, they are different. Okay. Now, 13, the critical ones. Number 13. He has never been hit by or assaulted by a woman. If you as a man have ever been hit by a woman, there is almost a 100% chance that you are not an alpha male. And when I speak of a woman, I don't mean like your mommy who spanked you when you was young. I mean like you're in a relationship and your wife batters your behind whenever she feels like, or even give you a slap, even one at a time somewhere down the line, then that disqualifies you permanently from being called a man. Now here is why. No female would ever think of bringing any form of violence to an alpha male. Full stop. And here is why. You see, women were born with an uncanny ability to sense danger. It is one of their superpowers. And alpha males represent two things to her: danger and protection. After all, weaklings cannot protect anybody. Only a dangerous person can offer real protection. So, if a woman sees you as her protector, she also sees you as being dangerous. And part of her normal safety mechanism is to play it safe. Therefore, she will never make any attempt to channel that danger towards herself. So, if a woman hits you, it's because based on her critical assessment of you, she thinks she can get away with it. And 99% of the time, she is right. Because she's going to dot her eyes and cross her teeth before she starts dishing it out on you with violence. You pose no danger, and she see that you pose no danger. No real woman will ever have respect for a soppy little fussy. And I say fussy because based on YouTube policy, I hope I can monetize this video. But put in the PU and take out the FA. You're soppy little fussy if a woman hits you. And that is the proof that you are worthless. And how did she arrive at that? You gave her all the signals to let her reach that conclusion. She don't just pick it out of thin air. You gave her all the signals and which to realize that you're a pushover and that you're beaten sick. Else she wouldn't try it if there was the slightest question mark over her head as to whether she could get away with it. She would never try it. She tried because she knows she is not bringing any danger to herself, or she would have put safety first. So you are no alpha male. Alpha male would never have given out the signal that he can be challenged. So no alpha male ever gives off that signal. Full stop. Now 14. Last but not least, an alpha male never cries. It is not that he doesn't have feelings. He can hurt just as hard and deep as anyone else. Yes, all humans' heart can be broken. We do feel emotional pain like anybody else. But as the leader of his pack, it is his duty as the guardian of his group to act strong even in the most depressing of times. He cannot show weakness, and crying shows that you have lost control of your emotions. He cannot show weakness in front of his colleagues, his peers, or his family. He has to hold it in. It is one of those little inconveniences that alpha males will have to endure in order to maintain his status. So those were the 14. Now, how does one become an alpha male? Well, the answer to that, no one can become an alpha male. You either are or you are not. It's that simple. That's it. In other words, you have to be born. You have to be alpha from the moment you were developing in your mother's womb. So guys, none of these things that I mentioned above were taught to me in a classroom. These are my personal opinions based on a few books on sociology and human behavioral patterns that I have read, combined with my own personal view on the subject. If you think I've missed out anything, or if there is anything that you think I'm wrong about, I'm inviting you to put it in the comment section below. Thank you for visiting my channel, and I would love to hear from you. Like, share, and leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And guys, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. I would appreciate that very much. And do share.